Hello, welcome to the channel. This video is talking about sentence patterns. Let's get started. Number 1. What are sentence patterns? Sentence patterns are rules or standards that help us to write a proper sentence correctly. Number 2. Sentence patterns are very much like a big picture of a puzzle. If we want to make a puzzle done, the number one thing is to see the big picture first, so we can have a very clear idea about how to put every single element into this big picture. Number 3, it helps us to deliver a message and help us to receive other people's message as well. So, what time do we need to use sentence pattern? Whenever we try to speak or try to write a sentence, we need sentence pattern to govern how we could deliver the main idea properly. And you can tell, speaking and writing are the output of English. Whenever we try to understand other people's main idea, we need to use sentence pattern. And whenever you try to deliver your main idea, you also need sentence pattern. So sentence pattern actually govern every single part in English: reading, speaking, listening, and writing. The number one thing we have to know is how many different elements we have in English. Generally speaking, there are 4 main different elements in English. Number 1, noun. We usually use a blue to represent this. Number 2, a verb, and we usually use color red to represent a verb. Number 3, adjectives. We usually use color yellow to represent an adjective. And adverbs, and I usually use color green to represent an adverb. Okay, under these basic elements, we could have 5 different sentence patterns in English. Let's take a look. What are they? Pattern number 1, a noun plus a verb, or simply a blue and a red. Let's take a look at the example. Peter sleeps. Peter is a noun or is a blue. Sleeps is a verb or a color red. They form the most basic pattern, pattern 1. Then how about pattern number 2? Pattern number 2, a noun plus a linking verb plus a subject complement. So, simple words, a blue plus a red plus. Now subject complement, we will use a border blue or a border yellow to represent, and I will explain later with more examples. But anyway, at this stage, we just know it's either a border blue or a border yellow. Let's take a look at this example. Peter is a boy. Peter is the blue. Is the linking verb or simply a red. A boy is a subject complement or a simply border blue. So this forms the other pattern, pattern number 2. Now we are going to pattern number 3. A noun plus a verb plus an other noun, which is a blue, red, blue. Let's take a look at this example. Peter loves his mom. Peter is a blue, loves is the color red, which is a verb, and his mom is a noun or simply a blue. So these form the pattern number 3, blue, red, blue. Then we move on to pattern number 5 instead of 4, because pattern number 5 is highly related to pattern number 3. Let's take a look at the basic elements we have in pattern number 5. A noun plus a verb plus an other noun plus object complement, or simply a border blue or a border yellow. Let's take a look at the example. Peter calls his mom pretty. Peter is a noun, so it's a blue. Calls is a red, or a verb. His mom is an other noun or another blue. Pretty is a bottle yellow. It's telling you more about Peter's mom. So this form the other pattern, pattern number 5. You will find out pattern number 5 will be listed ahead of pattern 4. So what is pattern 4? Pattern 4 is formed by the elements a noun plus a verb plus another noun we call indirect object plus the noun direct object. So we use a blue plus a red plus blue and another blue. So let's take a look at the example. Peter cooks his mom a dinner. Peter is a noun or a blue. Cooks is a color red or a verb. His mom is a noun or indirect object and is also a blue. A dinner is a noun or a direct object and it's also a blue. So this form pattern number 4. It is so important to understand patterns in English because no matter how difficult or how complicated a sentence is, they must fall into these 5 different patterns. And we will illustrate more about this in the future videos. Okay, that's all for today. Next video, we will talk more about all these 4 elements, color blue, color red, color green, and color yellow, into more details. Like this video and subscribe our channel. Goodbye.